Hey, what is up? Today we're reviewing the Magic Keyboard for the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. This is the Magic Keyboard for the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, or infamously known to be one of the most expensive keyboards you can buy from Apple. And speaking of laptops, iPad have always been known to outdo PC laptops, and it's not just in the software but also with the new hardware. Moving on to the exterior, the entire keyboard is covered with silicone that is prone to picking up dust and potentially scratches. It's somewhat water resistant, but I wouldn't recommend any water intense cleaning. There is also a subtle Apple logo debossed onto the back now. Now, the Magic Keyboard is a step up from the rather affordable Smart Keyboard Folio, and is a new design too. Now it allows the iPad to float in mid-air without any locking mechanisms or any sort. The floating cantilever design uses 100 magnets housed under the iPad chassis to connect and hold the iPad in place. I have to report that the implementation is perfect. It holds on tight and never falls off even in the most rigorous use cases. The keyboard is battery free, so you don't have to charge it separately. It uses the smart connector pins on the back of the iPad Pro to draw power and power the backlighting of the keyboard. Moving towards the side, there is a single USB-C port that allows for pass-through charging but not data transfers. This in turn frees up the port on the iPad itself, so you can charge and connect your devices to the iPad to get work done. Now moving on to the keys itself, Apple boasts heavily about the 1mm key travel it offers, and I have to say the typing experience is not too bad. If I were to compare it with the 16-inch MacBook Pro, the results and experience I got were pretty similar. I haven't faced any issues of my text not registering into the system, so the keyboard issues of the past should have been fixed and stable for the years to come. The scissor switch keys are also backlit and full size, so you shouldn't face any issues coming from a MacBook user previously. And the best feature of the Magic Keyboard is none other than the built-in trackpad. It is nowhere as big as something you'll get on the MacBook, but it works as well as the glass trackpad on the MacBook. You can certainly click anywhere on the glass trackpad and the click will be registered. Lastly, the gestures that you use on the MacBook is similar to the Magic Keyboard, so you can go ahead and use it like a regular MacBook. Unfortunately, there isn't a row of function keys as well as the escape button, so you occasionally still have to reach to touch the screen to change the volume or pause the music. But fortunately, you can go ahead into the settings to remap one of the buttons that you don't use to be your choice of escape button. For my case, I like to remap the globe button for the escape. Moving on to performance, the Magic Keyboard is compatible with the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. And there is also a 11-inch variant that is also compatible with the iPad Pro 11-inch as well as the new iPad Air 10.9-inch. All these settings for the Magic Keyboard can be found in the hardware keyboard settings. There is a list of languages to choose from as well as option for auto capitalization, auto correction, and a full stop shortcut. You can also adjust the keyboard brightness to your liking, but the system does automatically adjust it based on your ambient lighting conditions. Lastly, in the modifier key section, you can remap certain keys to your use case if you like. In terms of connectivity, the Magic Keyboard draws power via the smart connector pins, and constantly using the keyboard will cause the iPad battery to drain quicker than it should. The backlight on the keyboard will only light up when you start typing and will dim totally when you stop, thereafter conserving battery life. In total, the keyboard weighs 710 grams, which is heavier than the 640 grams the iPad Pro weighs, and the full set weighs a hefty 1.3 kg. You can't open a Magic Keyboard with one hand like you can with a MacBook. Though the Magic Keyboard in turn could protect your iPad front and back, the sides are not protected at all, so if you drop the whole set, the sides will most likely dent up and your Apple Pencil will most likely roll away since there is no holder of any sort. All in all, the Magic Keyboard for the iPad is a very expensive price to pay to bridge the gap between tablets and laptops, but it's also the best first-party keyboard that share all the great features of an Apple keyboard. Whether you are a writer or a creator, the Magic Keyboard does not disappoint with its excellent hardware. However, it does only come in a single color, black. Thank you for watching, and please check out a written review over at DARADISER.com/Apple Magic Keyboard for iPad Pro. Also, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more.